In there, and he pushes me and I push him, and off the field relationship has grown because of that. We're tight, we each can push each other because we kind of came in the same way, highly regarded and all that stuff. And when it comes down to it, you're just playing a game of football, and it's good to have a guy like Jake there, pushing to push me.
How did you kind of overcome in the first half? It wasn't probably going the way you would like, but then in the second you kind of hit your stride. What kind of happened for you?
I mentioned it earlier, but it was like a momentum swing. I think the defense did a good job of firing off the ball in the first half, and their DBs were doing some different looks, and the momentum kind of flowed over to us on the offense when we made a big play, scored with Jason in the third quarter. And I think the momentum flow of football, it kind of controls who's up and who's down. So we had the momentum in the second half of the defense and the momentum in the first half.
Do you feel more comfortable with this receiving core after her spring ball?
Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable. After last year, I felt pretty comfortable. Going through, we got a lot of reps in with a lot of new routes, a lot of new receivers, and these guys are doing a really good job of every day coming out, running fast, catching balls, and doing the best they can.
What are some areas where you made some progress this last 5 weeks?
The last 5 weeks, a lot of areas is knowing where to go with the ball. Using my eyes to look guys off, seeing coverages, and the smaller things. I got the arm strength and all that stuff, but that doesn't go very far when you don't know where you want to go with the ball. So I think these last 5 weeks, that's the spot I've been in.
So what's your assessment of your performance today?
I think I did a good job today, and there's some throws, like I said earlier, that I'd like to take back, but those are the things that we'll learn from and build on.
And what will you be doing over the next couple of months?
Next couple of months, I'm going to be going home for a little bit and working out with a couple of my guys back home, and then get back here as soon as possible and get in the film room and get on the field with the guys.
Jacob, walk me through the interception with Aaron Davis and what happened on that play.
That was a third and long, I think, and Aaron did a good job of showing he was bumping inside, but at the time I had a pass rush, so I kind of threw it up to Charlie, and he did a good job of baiting me inside and going back outside. He got under the ball and made a good play on it.
What do you do to improve on that and make sure that doesn't happen?
That's just getting my feet set, knowing that, seeing little things that Aaron's going to be, he's moving in or moving out, just seeing the little things and knowing what he's going to do and not letting him trick me like he did. But Aaron's a good DB, and that's the thing I like about Georgia. You got good DBs and everybody's really good. You're going to be building proof off of everybody's play.
Jacob, what'd you think of your day? I think you had 300 yards passing, but not till the third quarter really you guys got in the end zone. Was it first team defense make it pretty tough?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the momentum flow. They had the momentum the first half, and they were making plays. They're firing off the ball. They're doing all that stuff really well. And then we got out there in the third quarter. We scored, and we kind of had the momentum, so we were able to go down, make a couple drives, and score a couple points. And but I think both teams did a good job today, and we'll learn from it.
Jacob, how would you compare this spring
This spring to last spring, it's been a tremendous amount of difference. Because last spring I came in, I was learning the offense, I was learning all the small things and all that stuff, and trying to stay afloat. But this year, I knew the offense, I knew a lot of stuff. I had a lot of time in with the guys. So this year is more about honing in on my small things, seeing coverage, seeing where I'm going to go, protections, and all that stuff. Jake's done a good job. He's pushed me. He's been a real competitor on the field, out the field, in the weight room, all that stuff. So we have that friendship, and I'm excited to see where it goes. It definitely helped, but like anybody, if you're going to be good, it's going to come from yourself. But I think Jake did a good job of coming in and pushing me, and I pushed him, and we have a good relationship. So I'm excited.
From your perspective, as the other quarterback, what are some of the things that Jake did well today?
From my perspective, I think as a true freshman coming in with the big crowd and all that stuff, he had really good composure today. He did a good job of going through his reads and hitting the right guys and making some big plays. Like I said, they had the momentum the first half, a lot of those, because Jake was making good plays. And I'm proud of him for that, and I'm excited to see where he goes too.
Jacob, you were targeting Javon Simpson earlier in this game. How was your guys' report developed this offseason?
This offseason, Javon's done a really good job of learning his craft, perfecting his craft. That's why I'm able to trust him a lot more and throw him the ball. Even when maybe contended, I can throw him the ball. He's going to go up and get it. He's kind of been that guy this spring, and I'm excited to see where this season goes with him because he's been a baller all spring.
Charlie Warner's been a guy that coach has mentioned a lot this spring. What have you seen from him from the fall to now?
Chuck is just the blue chip. He's going to go on. He's going to work every day. He's not going to complain. That's what I love about Charlie. He'll mess up on something, but the next play is right back in it. He's big. He's a big target to throw to, and when he gets the ball in his hands like he saw today, he's dangerous. So, yeah, I love the guy, and he's going to have a great couple years here.
Javon said you guys
not just the work you put in, but you guys just kind of connect in general.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about that? Just kind of how you guys get along?
Yeah, a lot of that, you see what happens on the field, but you don't really see what happens out the field. A lot of that's just from connecting off the field. Me and Javon have developed a really good friendship, and, I'm glad, he's always hanging out in the room, and we're always hanging out with each other, and, that kind of shows on the field. So when you have a trust in a guy, you can throw him the ball, and he's going to make a play, that goes a long way.
I'm sure you've heard or seen that you guys have a lot of size coming in at receiver. How excited are you to get those guys
I'm really
on the
excited.
field?
I'm really excited, and I think that's going to push some of the guys that are there now, and they're all going to work together. And ultimately our receiving core is going to improve. But I think that we did a really good job this spring, and I'm looking forward to the guys coming in and working with the guys we have now.
Jacob, I remember last year's G-Day, you come in for the first time, there's kind of this murmur going on.
Yeah.
You notice kind of like a ironic, same thing happening for Jake this year?
Yeah, that's a big moment for Jake, coming in as a freshman like I was and the highly touted and all that stuff. And I think Jake did a good job, like I said, of having composure and dealing with that and playing his game, and he had a good game today.
You seem to have defensive linemen in your face pretty much every play. What did you think about the pressure they were able to get on your offensive line?
The D-line did a really good job in the first half of getting off the ball, and Coach Pittman was with the Red Squad today, so we didn't have that on the sideline. But I think our guys did a good job of doing what they could to stay in front of those guys and learning from their mistakes in the previous drives and coming up. And then in the third half, we did a good job of getting in front of the guys, giving them time to throw the ball, and you saw the results of that. So I'm proud of the O-line and the work they did today.
I take it you guys didn't have a script for this game, but when you saw what you guys were going to do, how exciting was it as a quarterback to know that mostly the passing game was going to be featured?
Oh yeah, I was excited just because I know we're not going to get the block to Chubb and Sonny a lot, try to protect those guys. But I was excited as a quarterback just because we're going to go out there, we're going to throw the ball around in front of all the people and just kind of sling it around. That'll get any quarterback excited. So that was huge, and I think the receivers did a good job of making some catches and getting some yards today.
Do you feel like you've made the strides you needed to at pocket presence, footwork, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I feel like I've made strides, but there's still a lot more strides to go in that regard. I've definitely benefited a lot from these last 5 weeks, and I'm only going to build on it, so I'm excited.